No, terrific stuff. Well done to Anita and Adam. And we remember fondly those roadshow days, but also everything that they've done since. We don't have any play here at the moment. The umpires are having a look at 10:15, which is very promising. And I really do think that if it doesn't rain again, then we'll have cricket not too soon after that. Essentially, things are pretty dry out there. It's obviously been a very dry fortnight. And so positive thoughts here for cricket in the not too distant future. 112 for no wicket in reply to England's 373. Australia working hard at getting into a position where they could spoil England's party. In the meantime, we'll go back to Thursday morning. Remember the toss, the biggest cheer almost of the summer, won by Michael Vaughan, and England chose to bat first. Justin Langer went for him first up. In fact, Langer reflected on the fact later that he'd taken great solace from the efforts of Adam Gilchrist up at Trent Bridge when Gilchrist so obviously came out and played positively. And here's Gilchrist now. He chatted earlier today with Michael Atherton.
Adam, the team has had a chance to sleep on the decision to come off for bad light yesterday. Any regrets?
No, no regrets. Look, weather's out of our control, and there's been a lot of opinion on whether we should have stayed out there or come off like we did. It's working to a plan. We've established a good foundation to work from. We understand why people may question it, given we've got to win the game, but there's a reality there too, and that's facing Andrew Flintoff, 90-odd miles an hour. You know he's not going to do favours and pitch him up. And look, we've got good momentum going our way. If we lose one wicket, all of a sudden you expose a new batter. If he gets out, bang, 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 and the wind is taken out of our sails of what we think we're mounting a serious challenge. So whilst we understand why people are unsure of that decision, we were very sure of it. Now, if as time goes on we lose more time, there's no reason why we can't adjust our thinking and say, look, we'll bat on through anything. But at the moment, it's 3.5 days or 3 days to go. We haven't lost a great deal of time because we can make that time up. So hopefully it's going to plan for us. If this continues all day for a day or two, well, that's out of our control.
But that sounds like very much it was a team decision, and one that you as vice-captain will have been party to, rather than just the responsibility of the two batsmen out there. Yeah,
I guess the timing was interesting, that we came off for tea and it almost looked inevitable that through the tea rate the rain was going to hit sometime, the light deteriorated. So we did speak about it, and Ricky and I, as captain and vice-captain, in consultation with the two batters, we all decided that was probably the best thing for the moment. Now, in half an hour's time we might have been back out there if it improved. It didn't. The rain came in, so inevitably we would have been off anyway. So, there's a lot of focus on this at the moment. We know very, very honestly where we are. We've got to win the game, but we think we're going about it the right way. And as I say, if we lose a day of rain, then obviously we'll scramble and do whatever we can. But at the moment, I think we've lost probably about 10 to 12 overs from the game. And the way these two teams have played, that hasn't been crucial in this cricket. All the games have been played at hectic pace and have been well and truly finished inside 5 days.
Yes, and the decision apart, you had a pretty good day yesterday with Matthew Hayden really battling to find his best form.
Yeah, he really applied himself well. I know where he's at. I've not been in my best form, so hopefully when I get my chance, I'll be able to just get through that initial struggle. And all of a sudden you look up, if you've got 30, I'm sure you're feeling a lot more comfortable than at the start. So he's done that. He worked well. I thought Justin's, I guess Matty supported Justin yesterday, but they help each other out. Justin played in a more positive fashion, and we're scoring 3.5 and over. So if we can do that for a sustained period, that's going to mount a good challenge.
And I wouldn't imagine you're going to change your own approach. You've had your struggles in the series, but presumably an aggressive approach from here on in.
Yeah, well, I guess we've all got to be reasonably aggressive to try and mount the challenge. But yeah, it's about staying true to yourself and what's got you to this position. Trent Bridge, I felt like I was sort of almost getting back there, a bit of a freak catch by Straussy, but if you hit him in the air, you're a chance of getting caught. So, felt more positive there, certainly more positive in mind, and I've just got to try and carry that in whenever I get my opportunity.
Okay, well, fingers crossed for the weather today.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
The Australian view there from Adam Gilchrist. Michael Slater went in search of the English view with Paul Collingwood.
Paul, I'm going to start with the obvious. Is the rain dance still going on in your rooms?
Oh, there's no dancing. Obviously, if it rained for the next 3 days, we wouldn't be too disappointed. But we're looking forward to getting on with the game, getting out there and want to see a result in this match. Obviously, a draw or a win for us. So we're still positive.
Yeah, I suppose it's a dangerous mindset, isn't it, playing for the weather?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you can get into a negative mindset, and we certainly don't want to do that. We haven't done that the past 4 games, and as I said, we're still positive in there. that we can get a draw or a win.
Now, have you been more tense watching the series or actually being in the dressing room now?
Certainly more tense watching, yeah. I was involved in the Edgbaston Test match in the squad, but certainly watching that game and in the Old Trafford Test match as well. And certainly the Trent Bridge, it's just all been fascinating cricket, and it's sitting at home watching on the telly, it's been hard to watch, but coming down and actually involved in the game, it's not so bad.
And it's the decider as well.
Yeah, it's the biggest one, the biggest game of probably everybody's careers in there. So it is a big game, but as I said, we're looking forward to getting a result out of this, and hopefully this rain goes away.
Were you surprised with Langer and Hayden taking the light yesterday after tea?
Oh, a little bit surprised, but obviously from their point of view, it was dark, and if they'd lost a couple of wickets, it would have been a bad decision to stay out there. So I can understand that, but that's out of our hands. It's their decision. We just want to get on with the game and hopefully get the result.
Yeah, they're making a good fist of the batting conditions at the moment. How are you going to get the wickets today?
Yeah, we have to build a lot of pressure from both ends. I think Ashley going into the rough is going to cause some problems for the left-handers there. And we just have to get that breakthrough, I think. They've obviously put a good partnership on, but they haven't run away with it yet. So we're still confident that we can, if we get one wicket, we can go bang, 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 as they say, and hopefully get a few wickets in clusters.
Well, good luck today. Thanks for your time.
Thanks very much, Seth.
Well, those interviews were conducted in drizzle about an hour ago. Now we've got much clearer skies and indeed the sun trying to break through, and the news is that play will begin at 11 o'clock, so that's tremendous news. We might have had an indifferent morning here, but if you go on holiday to Antigua, you'd be unlucky if it rained.
As this Ashes series comes to a close, we're giving you and a guest a final chance to win a trip to the Caribbean island of Antigua. All you've got to do is answer this question. Which England cricketer played his last test against Australia at the Oval in 2001? Was it A. Mark Ramprakash, B. Nasser Hussain, or C. Michael Atherton? If you think you know the answer, then call this number, 09068 440444. Calls cost 60p per minute and will last no more than 90 seconds. And if you're the lucky winner, then here's what's in store for you. You and a guest will be off on a trip to Antigua. Your prize, courtesy of Sandals Resorts and Virgin Holidays, includes flights, 7 nights accommodation at an all-inclusive resort in Antigua, plus tickets to see West Indies play either Zimbabwe or India in May 2006. So here's the question once again, and that number to call, 09068 440444. You can take part as many times as you like throughout this final test match. Good luck.
Antigua, the home of Vivian Richards and Curtly Ambrose, and you're quite likely to bump into them wandering around that lovely island. Play will begin here at 11 o'clock. Great news. See you in a minute.